In this video, I'm going to be going over every single new Champions Festival exchange and talking about which festival exchanges I think are actually worth exchanging for and grinding for in NBA 2K25 Myteam. So we'll be talking about all the way from GOAT Kevin Garnett, talking about is he worth going after, all the way down to the last final badge pack or whatever's at the lowest, the diamond cards in the festival exchanges. So first, guys, I'll be talking about Kevin Garnett, and of course I'll also be talking about what you guys should be doing with your free GO piece. I'll kind of add that in and what I would recommend you guys do, because if you guys don't know, you can type in this locker code festival-of-champions-goat, and this is going to give you a free GO piece. So if you guys are also wondering what to do with this GO piece, I'll be talking about that in today's video as well. But the main thing I wanted to talk about is go over everything in the exchange, talk about how many pieces it costs and is it worth it in my personal opinion. So Kevin Garnett, 35 GO pieces. If you spend a crazy amount of money on this game, I guess he's a really good card to have. He's 6'11" at small forward, and he's going to be a usable top tier small forward till the end of the till the end of the year. So I guess if you want to spend a lot of money, he's definitely more worth it to go after than Dwayne Wade. Like, if you're going to spend that much money on this game to get 35 or 25 GO pieces, don't exchange 25 GO pieces for Wade. Just go for the 35 for Kevin Garnett. But the interesting thing about that, guys, is one GO piece sells for 150k. So if we do 150,000 again per GO piece, we times that by 35. Kevin Garnett is like 5.2 mil, which I guess makes sense because, like, I'm pretty sure GOAT MJ, he goes for about 5 million MT as well, maybe a little bit more, like 6 mil. Yeah, I think he's like, yeah, he's about 5 million MT, right? So I guess it makes sense value wise, but that's just crazy locking in, because at least MJ you can sell. You can't sell Kevin Garnett back, whenever you want to. With MJ, at least you can sell that card back if you maybe don't like him anymore, just want a new card. Kevin Garnett, you're locking in 5 million MT's worth, and I'll talk more about how that GO piece is worth 150k. So Kevin Garnett, obviously not worth it. Dwayne Wade, obviously not worth it. This 100 overall pack is interesting because I think, maybe a couple festivals ago when they released it, a couple weeks ago, it was probably more worth it. But now there's just so many bad 100 overall cards in this game. If you were to do this, maybe you could wait till round 3 is salary cap, like maybe do this next week. I would say maybe do this pack next week when the 100 overall LeBron, Giannis, Kevin Durant are going to be in packs, because I did hear people say that they update the 100 overalls in the packs once we get to the next round in salary cap. So if you wait 5 days and then you maybe want to do that exchange, it's 300 overall pieces. So again, that's 450k for 100 overall. If we take a look at the 100 overall market, you can see, like, yeah, there's obviously some really good pulls you could get, but there's like Rashard Lewis, who's barely 200k, Tony Parker's under 100,000, like Ray Allen is bad, right? Yeah, there's obviously 100 overall LeBron, which is just incredibly good. Like, this card would be an absolute W of a pull, but there's like Clyde, who's not very good, Steve Nash, Luka, there's just not great cards, Julius Randle. So I don't know if that pack is worth it, because there's not very many 100 overalls that actually do sell for over 450k. And again, you're also locking in that MT amount. You're not able to sell those 100 overall cards. You're not able to sell this 100 overall card that you do end up pulling. If this was a 100 overall plus pack and you had a chance to pull an Invincible or a GOAT, then maybe I could understand it being a little bit more worth it in my opinion. But I'm going to say probably, unless you want to really risk your chance to go after a Yao Ming, a Ben Simmons, if you don't want to risk it, I don't think it's smart to do it in my personal opinion. Now, do I think 20 Invincible pieces is worth it for any of these cards? If I had to recommend one, I would say probably Dave Cowens. J.R. Smith, as much as he's probably a fun card, and if you're a big J.R. Smith fan, then yeah, sure, go ahead and exchange for him. But I don't think this card is all that amazing for 20 Invincible pieces. Paul Pierce, he's really good, but I think Dave Cowens is the best between the three, and they're all 20. They're all the same amount of pieces when it comes to the Invincible event pieces. If you're going to pick between the three, I would probably go for Dave Cowens. Now, again, are these worth actually doing? 20 Invincible pieces is what, 10 GOATs? So 10 GOATs, that's what? No, that's not right. Is that the right math? I think that might be the right math, right? Because if we look at the Festival of Champions and we go to the GO piece, yeah, so one GO piece is 2 Invincibles, which means they're basically 10 GO pieces. And again, 150k, you times that by 10, you're basically locking in 1.5 mil for these cards. Now, 1.5 mil, Dave Cowens would probably go for more than 1.5. He'd probably be like 1.5 to 2 mil. So I think his price is right, but again, you can't sell that card back. So if you want an Invincible card, downgrade those pieces and go get like a, Rudy Gay, who's probably around 1.5 as well, Dr. J, and these cards are actually sellable. So when you don't want these cards anymore, you can just go ahead and sell them back. So that's why, again, it's just hard to lock in for these cards, in my personal opinion, with how much MT you're able to make from the festival. But Dave Cowens, out of the 3 Invincibles, is the best in my opinion. Please do not do this duo. Ray Allen is horrible. This is a awful duo. Do not lock in for this. Now, Phil Jackson, I always say with the coaches, I haven't even looked at Phil Jackson, to be honest. Let me go quickly look at this card and see if he does give some really good boost or not. So Phil Jackson's going to be a dark matter. He does give +6 to the mid-range, 3-point shot, ball handle, perimeter defense, speed, and speed with ball. This is a really good coach, probably one of the best coach cards in this game. And I always say, if you're somebody that's going to spend money on this game and you don't already have a good coach, then yes, Phil Jackson is worth it. If you're somebody that's going to spend a lot of money on this game and you don't have a coach, or maybe you're somebody that doesn't spend a lot of money on this game, but you feel like you have a really good team already and you're missing a coach. So it kind of depends on the situation and your guys' situation, what team you have, how much money you spend. But let's say you have a really good team, you're happy with your squad, you have like lots of 100 overall cards, maybe you have a couple invincibles, you have a very good team, and you're like, okay, I can't really make any upgrades, I don't really need MT. You know, 4 invincible pieces, that's not much. That's 2 go pieces, that's 300k. Yeah, 300k MT for a coach sounds crazy, but I mean, or no, is that the right math? Yeah, I think that's the right math. 300k for this Phil Jackson. I mean, again, it depends on your situation, but I feel like for most people, it's probably not worth doing. Now, the dark matter packs, definitely stay away from. 300k for a dark matter. I mean, unless you pull, what, Beasley, Dikembe, Mark Eden. I think those are the only dark matters that sell for over 300k. Like, and Beasley's what, probably around 300k. Dikembe's maybe 500. So do not do the dark matters. It's not worth it. Serge Ibaka is a really good card, but 100 overall pieces is insane. I mean, he's close to how much these invincible cards go for. He's really good. I just don't know if these 100 overalls are worth it, in my opinion. Personally, I would stay away from these 100 overall cards. If you don't really care about MT and you like having actual players and you don't really want the MT, Serge Ibaka is definitely the best 100 overall to go after. Do not spend 35 100 overall pieces on MPJ. Unless you're a big Nuggets fan or you love MPJ, save the extra 5 and go get Serge Ibaka. He's a much better card. These packs right here, not worth it whatsoever. 8 100 overall pieces for a dark matter is just awful. Like, do not do that pack whatsoever. Now, talking about the dark matters, this is where we get to the first stuff that I'm going to really recommend to you guys. Cedric Maxwell. Get this card. Please, if you need a shooting guard, get Cedric Maxwell. And when I say if you need a shooting guard, if you got Invincible Dr. J, if you have an Invincible Paul George, Invincible like, he's better than Invincible shooting guards. Maybe not the best of the best, but like, he's on the same level as Invincible Dr. J. He's on the same level as Invincible Rudy Gay. He's on the same level as Invincible Tracy McGrady. Maybe those cards are slightly better, but he's on the same level, and he's only 30 dark matter pieces. So please, guys, go get Cedric Maxwell. I cannot recommend this card enough. He is the most worth it card in this entire festival. If you want 2 shooting guards, maybe you're a newer player to this game and you want to get 2 shooting guards, get Richard Jefferson as your backup. He's a very good option. It kind of sucks how the 2 cards that are really good in the festival are both at the shooting guard position. It'd be nice if Richard Jefferson was a point guard. Like, maybe not, well, it'd be cool if he could play the point guard position, with how good he is, but I'm just saying I wish this was a different player at the point guard position, or maybe a small forward. Like, if this was dark matter Danny Ferry at the small forward position, he was really good at small forward, at least it would give you, okay, you can get a shooting guard and a small forward instead of having to get 2 cards that are both really worth it at the same position. So it's hard to say to get both because you most likely have at least 1 shooting guard you like on your squad, but trust me, get Cedric Maxwell. If you need 2 shooting guards, you can also get Richard Jefferson. He is a great card as well. Jojo White, not worth it in my opinion. For these duos, I just don't think they're worth it. I mean, maybe 2 dark matter pieces to get Mike Miller as just a card to use on your squad isn't that bad of value, but I wouldn't use the dynamic duo of Mike Miller and Shane Battier. But getting Mike Miller for 2 dark matter pieces doesn't seem like that bad of value. Stay away from this Galaxy Opal pack. When it comes to the Galaxy Opals, Robert Horry is definitely really good. I think he's a card that is definitely worth going after if you guys are a newer player and need a small forward. He's like a worse Tyrus Thomas from the last summer festival. Now, I don't know where it is, in the exchanges, but there is exchanges that I already redeemed for a free 10-pack box from the champion set and also legend badges. Both those exchanges are 100% worth it to do. It is 4 Galaxy Opal pieces for a free 10-pack box. I believe it's somewhere around here, and it is 100% worth it. 1000% do that free 10-pack box, and it's also only 2 Galaxy Opal pieces for a legend badge. So you can exchange 10 Galaxy Opal pieces, which is only 2 dark matters. You exchange your 2 dark matter pieces down to 10 Galaxy Opals, and you can get a free 10-pack box and 3 legend badges. That is 100% worth it to do. I think Cedric Maxwell, Richard Jefferson, Robert Horry, the 10-pack box and the legend badges are the most worth it things to do. Also, getting Andrew Bogut for 1 dark matter piece, or sorry, 1 Galaxy Opal piece, that seems worth it to do as well. I low-key might even do that on the no money spent. Like, do I just go exchange this one Galaxy Opal piece, have Andrew Bogut, in case I match up against a tall point guard like a Bogut or a Ben Simmons? I mean, it might be smart to put this card on the end of the bench. I'm not going to do it because I might do it in my episode today, but this is really worth it to do. One Galaxy Opal piece gets you Galaxy Opal Andrew Bogut. Again, I'm not saying to run the duo, but you get Andrew Bogut for one Galaxy Opal piece. That is literally nothing. This is definitely worth it to do as well if you guys need a point guard. So again, you can get point guard Andrew Bogut, Dark Matter Cedric Maxwell. You know, those are two great cards to add to your team. 1000%. The pink diamonds, I mean, Channing Frye and Glenn Rice are okay for like newer and budget players. They're definitely solid. So again, if you guys are a newer player in this game, both those cards can be solid. Other than that, like the season 6 super packs, I mean, you can maybe test your luck and see if you pull anything good out of those. And then when it comes to the MT making method, guys, I have a whole separate video talking about it, so I'm not going to go into depth in this video, but basically what the MT making method is to get 150k MT per GOAT piece is you want to downgrade all of your event pieces. Let's say we're talking about a GOAT in this specific situation. You want to downgrade your GOAT event piece into all diamond pieces, and you're going to have 3,000 diamond pieces by the time you take your GOAT piece. You turn into two invincibles into 600 overalls, into 24 dark matters, 120 galaxy opals, 600 pink diamonds, and then those 600 pink diamonds turn into 3,000 diamonds. And then you're going to go through and you're going to quick sell those 3,000 diamond event pieces. Again, I have a separate video going over this in full detail, but basically that's going to make you, they quick sell for 50 MT each. 3,000 times 50 is 150k MT. So honestly, guys, what I would recommend you guys do with your free GOAT piece, because I know some people might be wondering, what should I do with that GOAT piece? What I would recommend, if you're a newer player in this game, what you should be doing is downgrading that piece and either going after Richard Jefferson or Cedric Maxwell, or you could go after the legend badges and the 10 pack box. I think that's really worth it to do, getting like Cedric Maxwell, grinding a bit more challenges, and then also getting the free 10 pack box and the legend badges is going to be definitely good to do with that piece. If you guys are a player that maybe you already have a good squad, like for example on the no money spent, I'm going to get Cedric Maxwell. I think he's a card that everybody should get, but then after that I would probably downgrade and just try to get MT to help improve my squad, because I already have a very good foundation of a team that I don't really need any of the cards from the festival besides, again, Cedric Maxwell. But hopefully you guys did find this video helpful, and now you guys know what I personally think are worth it to do when it comes to the Festival of Champions exchanges. But let me know, what cards are you guys grinding after? Are you guys downgrading your pieces for MT? Are you guys opening up packs? Let me know what you guys obviously have pulled from your packs if you do, especially that free 10 pack box, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.